and welcome back to HVAC Talk, Let's Be Real. My name's Renee, I'm one of the owners of LCS.
And I'm Chris, I'm one of the installers.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us again. We're excited to kick off a brand new year of Let's Be Real. And our topic today is, what might be a red flag? When you have a company come out to your house and they tell you, whatever it is they tell you, what might be a red flag or prompt you to get a second opinion? So, one of my first thoughts is if somebody comes in and says, hey, your furnace isn't working, this is what's wrong with it, but this repair is going to be really expensive, so you should probably just look at replacing. Well, that could be very true, but in all honesty, it's your decision on whether you want to do that very expensive repair or a replacement. So a company should always give you a repair option and a replacement option. And so if they don't, red flag, might want to get a second opinion on it. Now, there could be a very good reason why it's just a replacement quote, and as long as you know that reason and you feel comfortable with it, great. But if you feel like, man, I really want to know what that repair option would be too, ask or get a second opinion for that. Chris, what else?
The next would be if a company comes out to look at your furnace and they tell you that the part that you need is a week or longer out, that might kick up a red flag. Now that may be the case that the part is that far out, maybe on back order, but if they're trying, it could be that they are trying to pressure you into a new system. So it's a red flag, so I would get a second opinion on that.
Great point. It doesn't hurt ever to get a second opinion. Great point there, Chris. All right, so my last one is if a company comes out and they give you a quote for a new system and they say, this quote is good until the end of the day today. I'm going to need to know what your decision is. We're going to need to make a move on this because this price is only good for today. Probably a red flag. There are really, I can't even think of a reason why truly a price would only be good for that day. That is a very hard sales pitch, and that is something to just be aware of. And maybe it's something, you're ready to go and you feel comfortable with that, great. By all means, go for it. But if that's something where you're really feeling like you're being pushed and you have to make a decision today and you can't get some other quotes or other opinions, I would be a little leery of that. It is very true that all companies get manufacturer increases on equipment and things like that, but as an HVAC company, we know that in advance, and so we're going to know and can be very upfront if, hey, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have an increase by 3% or so. That's something that can be told, but to truly say, hey, you're making this huge investment of $9,000, but this price is only good today, or it's going to go up significantly starting tomorrow, probably a red flag there. Yeah. So hopefully that gives you some good things to look for in this new year. Stay warm out there. We came out into the warehouse and it's freezing, so we had to dress accordingly even out here. But hope you all have a great day. Hope your 2019 is off to a great start. Chris, thanks for joining me today.
No problem.
And we will see you next week.